So here I am today with my little toolkit ready to try and repair some of these ceiling paper seams which have come a little bit loose. So I've got this blade like that, not too sharp, but sharp enough to move it to peel the paper back. My roller for a little bit later on my damp cloth, PVA glue which I'm using neat, and as you'll see I've got a long brush with a little thin, maybe 12mm wide head, very narrow, and the idea is that you can use the long thin brush to get in to the paper that you've peeled slightly back. So what I've done here is I've used my little blade like this just to open up carefully this joint. Just to open up that carefully. This one's goes back a fair way. You don't want to go too mad because otherwise you'll just end up with the paper on the floor. So this is really designed for dealing with just smaller loose bits of paper. Sometimes I think it's sometimes worth putting some of the emulsion paint on first because it maybe softens this side of the paper as well. But then what I do is I use my brush, which I shall show you in 1 second. So then I get the PVA glue on my brush and then I just push it in the back there, get it onto the back of the paper and onto the ceiling as well. And then let that soak into the paper because it's fairly critical that the paper is relatively supple still. And so just let that soak in for a few minutes, and then I just push it back on with my trusty little roller. Here's my roller. What you can do is you can try and push it back, and if it suddenly comes flicking back off again fairly quickly, it probably means that the paste hasn't had a chance to soak into the paper. It's not supple enough. Once it's a bit more supple, then you'll find it'll take some of the tension and pressure off this thickish paper, and it'll hopefully then go back to the ceiling. I'm just going to roll that in. Start from the furthest most point, out from your crack, and then into your crack. That's positively rude. Anyway, hopefully it'll do the job. That was quite a bad one, quite a deep one there. But anyway, hopefully that will go back and it should stay put now. If it doesn't stay put, let it sort of soak in a bit more and have another go.